Prepare yourselves. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our Clair Obscur playthrough, where we just finished with the second axon. We have a new weapon for my I don't know why I hesitated for a moment there. Last voice, did I have this one? Just have some songs on and check with the camp.
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. Just nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Damn. This kind of reminded me of another song.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am, but we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
Sure. Spend time.
You used to be a farmer. Is that why you use a scythe?
I guess, yeah. Once a farmer, always a farmer.
Oh, okay. I thought he said it just a bit as a tease.
Is a double-headed scythe very useful on a farm, though?
Double the efficiency. You should see how quickly I can harvest crops.
I'll bet. I used to love the gardens of Lumiere. It must look quite different now.
Probably a lot more variety than back then. The Outdome teams brought back loads of new plants from the surrounding islands. That's actually how I met Pierre. I asked his team for honey petal samples.
Is that who she saw when he fought the siren? But he was having a child as well.
He brought me a bouquet of them, and 15 boxes of plant cuttings.
Smart man. If you want to romance a farmer, live plants are probably better than dead flowers.
Dead flowers are nice too.
You don't talk about your husband much. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just... it still hurts that he's gone. Neither of us were perfect, but we were perfect for each other.
What happened to him? You don't have to talk about it.
I was about to say, it's okay.
He died in an accident on one of the islands near Lumiere. His body washed away.
I'm... sorry.
I was prepared for his gommage, but not for him to die in an accident. We were supposed to have 5 more years together.
Damn.
It's okay. I've learned to be grateful for the time we did have, instead of angry at the time we lost.
So what do you mean? I'm just trying to think. 5 years together, does that mean... was he younger or older than her? That's... I don't know if it was mentioned. Because I'm still thinking that, yeah, 5 years, but then she would have had to live maybe 1, 2, 3 years without him because of the gommage.
That's a good way to look at it. You were lucky to have found each other. Not everyone has that.
Yeah, I am. Very lucky.
Well, I can't compete with that.
You're competing in a different event.
That's a nice way to say fling. Is there a future where I might, compete in the same event?
Let's just focus on today. And by today, I mean tonight.
Might not be a good idea. I don't know if I can keep my feelings cash. I feel used, but I like it. What does the second option feels like? Lean more towards romance, something more serious. Or am I not reading that correctly? I'm gonna go with the first one.
And I feel used, but I like it.
Mainly by the logic that kind of like the top options is like the positive one. Yeah, you are going for romance, more serious, and then the bottom ones are the negative. Ciaran versus bond grows even deeper. Should be level 5. I don't know why I was thinking about 6. Am I gonna get any gradient? Ciaran and Verso find a nice spot away from the group. They spend an unusually long time together. They return to camp. Luna is upset that Verso skipped sentry duty. Ciel is unable to save Verso from Luna's displeasure. I guess we're keeping this a secret. And I'm assuming...
It's nothing. It's been a long...
Extra.
You, on the other... You're not nervous?
Of course, we will do... And...
Okay, nothing extra to spend time. Luna?
I can't believe we're this close.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should... Thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
Sure, let's spend time with her as well. Verso approaches Luna, who is working on the Expedition 33 journal.
Working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
Do you always take such copious notes?
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32.
True.
Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6. And I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
I mean, guess that's nice. They got to spend more time with you, in a way.
I guess that's nice. They got to spend more time with you.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own.
Okay.
Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
I mean, it's kinda your turn, right? Doesn't that feel nice?
Doesn't that feel nice? My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure to follow in their path.
You're an artist, then?
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning...
Music is my passion.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar. You?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well.
Why not? Why not summon or bring some piano and a guitar?
You know how to summon an instrument from Pictos, right?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Maybe you could play together?
Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Verso and Luna found a common passion. Luna is intrigued by this facet of Verso, and Verso is excited to play music with a fellow music lover. Yeah, you found common, but I think maybe Luna is more intrigued by more than just music. I don't know. Okay, up to 5. They spend some time discussing their favorite songs and how they learned music. The discussion is passionate and lasts for several hours. Neither notices the time passing. Okay, and then to double check.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing new. Esquie, buddy.
I'm sorry.
me too.
Did you know Sorry was my first rock?
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clair instead.
Okay, Claire. We haven't met Claire yet, right?
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Maybe different abilities?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun. I mean,
Me too.
did
Okay.
you?
Really? Wait.
Because
Yeah!
No, spending time with Esquie? Oh, come on. Right. Malako?
We're finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yep, spend time.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice.
No fighting?
Nuh-uh. You always cheat.
No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
That's actually an interesting way to look at it.
The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak?
Poor losers. Fine. How about a duel? We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get our blood flowing.
Sure. Get ready to lose, buddy.
All right. Get ready to lose.
Oh, we really are fighting. I thought it was just gonna be cutscenes. All right. I get to hear this pop of a music. Woo!
Just try it.
You have to be.
Really need it. You're outmatched.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Damn it. Yeah, you're not gonna break. Anytime soon, unfortunately.
Good stuff.
Okay, nice counter. And then, sure. I don't think it's gonna break him.
Break.
No. That
Just
part.
try it. Good stuff.
Ow. Yeah, I'm way back down to D.
Let's carve a path.
Oh, I'm still on C? Okay.
Just try it.
Damn it.
Didn't really need it.
Where's somebody? We're not doing so well here. I need to bury stuff here.
Let's carve a path.
I doubt if this will break. I'll be surprised, maybe? Yes. Okay. Thing is... That's
Didn't really need it.
nice amount of damage, but I think we won. Almost. And then Phantom Stars. Buddy. Sorry.
Would have lived.
Good fight though. Oh, that's a lot of experience. And then Chroma Catalyst and a lot of Chroma as well.
Aha! You, sir, have been defeated.
You got lucky.
What was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
You're right. Or I guess I'm right, since I said that.
He doesn't want to admit it.
You have grown more formidable than I remembered. Your skills are strong. I respect your win.
And I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
Wait, how does Monaco drink? Does that mean he has a face under that mask? Monaco and Verso are thrilled to have fought each other once more. It's their own special way of displaying affection for each other. Okay, level 4. Does that mean I get this duel reminded Monaco of some skills he had forgotten. Yes, I was about to say. I'm gonna get a gradient attack, right? Sanctuary. They share a few drinks, which Monaco can't drink because of his mask. Then head back to the others. Okay, so he can't drink. I thought maybe he had a face underneath.
You're final.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing else to talk about. Skills, right. Some points, but I can't invest them. Gives 2 shields and applies regen to all allies for 3 turns. So, again, if you wanna play support. Right, Mael.
Still thinking about what you saw.
I wish Gustav was here.
Yeah, I guess everybody saw what they wanted most, their desires. As Mael said, yeah, I wish Gustav was here. Ciel wished husband and their kid. And despite the fact that what Luna said about the parents, she still wished that her parents were here. Oh yeah, let's spend time with Mael. And of course, Monaco was thinking about Noko. Verso notices Mael looking sad and approaches her carefully.
You okay?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing. Just thinking about Gustav. And Lucien. And everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Sorry. Death is not necessarily final.
What does that mean?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right?
Memory.
Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter and his research.
In other ways, his legacy.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Try talking to him. I'm serious. It helps. Or at least, it helps me. I imagine what they would say. How they would react to things. It helps me keep them alive in my mind.
I'll try that.
Mael is skeptical about Verso's advice. She's not in the mood to talk, but also does not wish to be alone. Verso understands. He sits with her in silence. Mael appreciates the silence they share. They then head back to the others. Damn, that... Okay, that was a scene.
Still thinking.
I wish.
I don't think you don't have anything else. Do you have anything extra to say? Just to offer services. How many points I have? 19. Oh, but I can upgrade tint. Okay, perfect. I guess we're maxed out on the tints. I'm not seeing anything else underneath here. And for now, for the points, I'm fine. I'm not gonna invest the rest. And weapons. How much do we have? 34 total. Oh, wasn't there... Tisseron, okay. Extends Twilight by 1 turn when using the Moon skill. 50% Twilight damage increase on using a Sun skill, and duration increased by 1. No, I still think Moison or Moison is the best. I don't know how you pronounce that. I probably butchered it both times. But I'm thinking... Yeah, I'll upgrade what they are using. At least to 17, and then... Yeah, let's have this one, but... Do I wanna... Oh, not that one. Right. I thought I was having selected the weapon. So you're 17. It's just monocles. Just thinking if you should invest back into glaze some, but... I'm just having a thought if this element that the barrier breaker uses is like a very rare one that I'm thinking like kind of bypasses all resistances regardless what resistance they have and whatnot. The best comparison one could make is like when you have in World of Warcraft, you have fire damage, ice damage, whatnot, but if you come against chaos damage, that literally bypasses or ignores some of your resistances. That's how I'm seeing it here. And yeah, steel shields removed by hitting enemies. That's not bad. And then switch to virtuous shield, virtuous stance, or breaking any shield. So again, it's not a bad weapon. And I have 15 more. Okay, guess that's how is it gonna be then? You're okay with the kids, right? Don't think I found. Yeah, found 4 of my 9 lost kestrels. No other rewards for now. Right, let's see. Write in the journal. I think that's the only one that we can do. We may have a cutscene when we go to sleep. We'll see. Mael finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about how they can now enter the monolith. They should finally understand everything. Mael immerses herself in Gustav's journal, poring over every detail. She will forever cherish his memory. The memories of Gustav inspire Mael. Oh, we skill unlocked Gustav's homage. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read these journals someday. Mael heads back. Wait, so is this gonna... I guess... something like that. Well, what I mean... Gustav's homage. That's not a gradient, right? No, it's this one. Deals high single target lightning damage, 8 hits, increase damage to marked targets, doesn't remove mark. And this does put me in virtuous stance as well. What would be in virtuous? All enemies. I don't want to replace this one. Also, yeah, I do have a couple more skills that I invested, but I'm not gonna use. They're both single target, right? High single target lightning damage. That's the thing. This is... yeah, 5 hits, but extreme single target damage uses weapons element. Again, if this element from the weapon is something similar like chaos damage and whatnot, then sword ballet, it's better to have. I think increase to more targets. I'm just thinking how the Swift Stride switches to virtual stance if the target is burning. Regain 0 to 2 AP. Cool. Not sure if I have a place for this in my build. The only thing I could replace the ballet, but again, this is doing lightning damage, so that's fixed. And if I have enemies that are kind of resistant to lightning damage, then this is a bit wasteful. Sword ballet, I do fewer hits, yes, 5 instead of 8. But critical hits deal double damage, and I use weapons element. So I guess for now, unfortunately, it's gonna have to stay over there. So she still have a couple of skills that are unlocked here. Of course, the gradient. She's the only one that still has... well, besides Monoka, I still need to find feet for him. But other than that, yeah, Mael is the only one that doesn't have this talent tree, part of the talent tree unlocked. So I'm not sure what's about that. Okay, let's rest, see if there's any cutscene, and then I'll leave it there for this episode. There is. Okay.
We've done it.
We're really going to face the Paintress.
And finally break this cycle.
That being said, someone here has been hiding a terrible secret from us.
What?
What are you talking about?
You thought we'd never find out, didn't you?
About?
Nobody ever wondered what Esquie was made of, did they? Well, Esquie and I had a chat.
I'm sorry, Verse.
What the? Esquie?
She promised me sweet
What?
rocks.
Is that wine?
What? Did...
I stored my personal stash inside him. All excellent vintages. I don't normally share, but I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
Mon ami.
Oh, wait.
I told you to stop drinking alone.
To
I'm
your great
confused.
generosity.
I don't know how you can like this.
It comes with age.
Do you have apple juice?
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
That... I'm confused, but not sure if I should feel grossed out as well. As mixing all those vintages. Hello. Une vieux à de verre. Ah.
My beautiful sister doesn't need this ugly mask.
You embrace her, yet you're condemning her to die.
You brought him here.
I'm not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other. Who really is the one painting death, and who paints life instead? We exist and we will exist for as long as she wants. You want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes we paint the bars of our own prison. Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you?
May everything be decided before their very eyes.
Between the bars of their prison.
In the shadow of the monolith.
In the shadow of the monolith.
Okay.
Wow. I drank too much last night.
I can't remember a thing.
You clean me out, mes amis.
You bunch of drunks.
Okay, Mael, spill the beans. What happened? Also, Marco, why didn't you supposed not to be able to drink? Didn't we read when we spent time with him something saying that, oh, because of the mask, Monaco can't drink, so he just sits around? How'd you get drunk then? And also you're telling me that Esquie doesn't have any more wine in him. Wait, that sounds weird when you said. Okay, we are on this side. I guess face the paintress. Is this the end of the game then? Just think, because there's still a lot of things that I can explore. No, there are some things that I can go back and try to defeat them. Like this chromatic in Lumiere. What was it? This guy that was in the water. That's 2. And then he's still with the painting workshop. Only found like 2 out of 3. So unless it's not the end and we go here and something else happens, you know, it says face the paintress, but then cutscene happens and we get thrown somewhere else, we don't face her, or there are some side things that I kind of missed. Oh, and then he's where was it? The Frozen Hearts as well. That I need to revisit, and maybe now I can do it. So maybe like 3 or 4 things. Unless by doing those... Oh, and the crows as well. Unless doing those gives me other things so I can lock and visit the other places. I don't know. There's still a lot to check. And interesting that he came there, Renoir. And it kind of made sense. Or from the start I had a feeling that this... I mean, you kind of saw that it's not like in the real world. Like too many supernatural things were happening. But I'm curious now, how real is this? As we're talking about painting stuff. So is this actually kinda in the real world? And something happened, a calamity, and maybe Renoir, Verso, or whoever else the painters has some kind of power, like to create from nothing, like godlike powers. And they created this small bubble here. But then why would she, for example, the painters write the number and people disappear at that age? Still so many questions. Right. I guess I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. And I should be able, because I'm a bit leveled up and I have more stuff. Yeah, I'll go off screen actually at the arena. Because I have how many Pictos? And then I can learn these ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, like 14. Yeah. And this time I'll probably shuffle around maybe Mael, between Mael, Verso, and or definitely I will do with Mael. And that actually can give me a bit of an idea what kind of weapon she has. What's with that element. I'll definitely have to do with Mael a couple of arena fights. And then I can learn some of the Pictos and then see with the points as well if I want to invest. And see how much is for the anti-charm. I'll probably go for the charm for everybody. I think that's the most important out of all of these ones that I got. Yeah, and then it will be energizing turn. So anti-charm and energizing turn, I think, will be the most prioritized, because you already get 1 action point when your turn starts, but then with this one you get 2, and that means you can use your abilities more. And that way, maybe I can switch around my El's abilities as well. And maybe have Gustav's Homage. Means, I don't know, instead of the Fencer Flurry, and then just keep her on single target. I mean, I can have the Pierce instead of that one. We'll see. I still think keeping Swift Stride is alright, because I apply Burning, and then I can switch with the Burning. Otherwise, yeah, I don't have any other ways to switch to Virtuous Stance. I'll see. But for now, I'll leave it here for this episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. But as always, don't forget to take care.